The moment is finally here, and in 3, 2, 1, yes! We're at Town Hall 14! Now, granted, we're not a max Town Hall 14. We're a Strategic Rush Town Hall 13. Unite Strategic Rushers! What have we done up to this point? This has been so much fun getting up to this point. Town Hall 14, whenever I started this journey 6 months ago, I had zero idea of how much fun this would be, of how much fun it would be to upgrade heroes, to go back through all of the Town Halls. But what exactly have we done to get to Town Hall 14? And what exactly do we need to do now that we're at Town Hall 14? Let's get into it. This entire journey has been 100% hero focused, as heroes are the most important item in the game, from the Barb King's amazing smash attacks to the Archer Queen's smooth queen walks. And in the first 6 months, we've been able to max out our RC. Again, this is at Town Hall 13. Almost max our Warden to level 46. Level 50 is the highest. We've gotten our King to level 52, our Queen to level 55. Now, we just had max heroes for 5 days, because when we went to Town Hall 14, we got max heroes and max troops for 5 days, as I just said. We were able to time that with the starting of CWL, so we could take full advantage of having max armies to attack with, at least for Town Hall 14. And we don't have to bother with hero or power potions during that entire time period. Now, interestingly enough, a big part of heroes starting at Town Hall 14 are your pets. And of course, you want to upgrade your pet house all 4 levels as quickly as possible, and that uses regular pink elixir. But also, you only want to focus on 1 pet, maybe 2 if you have the extra DE, and those are number 1, the unicorn, and number 2, the owl. The unicorn because it's still being used at Town Hall 16, and the owl because it's the only flying pet and might actually come in handy when you want to do an attack that won't pull any ground-based enemy CC troops out of the enemy clan castle. The second thing we focused on heavily has been our lab upgrades, and it's very important to remember that you are maxing out armies and not individual troops. I, for example, really enjoy attacking with Lalo, and so of course the main 2 troops I upgraded first were Lava Hounds and Balloons, followed by Freeze and Haste, and then focused on the supporting troops of that army. So that's the Rage spell, so that I can do QC Lalo, that's the Invis spell, so I can do Blizzard Lalo, that's Lightnings and Quakes, so I can do Zap Lalo, you get the idea. That's minions, which aren't necessarily as important since they're only a cleanup troop, but getting them to a decent level where they can make a difference. Now, once that army and all of its supporting troops and spells are leveled up, then you can start looking at maxing another type of attack army, so you can have as many options as possible when looking to 3-star events. And the beautiful thing is all of these troops and these spells start to overlap. So for example, if I'm upgrading my Rage for my Lalo and my Freeze, then I can use the Rage and the Freeze with a max dragon attack army. Or if I'm upgrading my Quakes so that I can do a Zap Quake Lalo, then I can use those Quakes in an Ocho Quako, which is one of the most OP armies at Town Hall 13. I actually did a video about Ocho Quako for Town Hall 13. If you have not watched this video and you don't know how to do Ocho Quako, then make sure you do that. But again, as I said, the beauty is that once you start upgrading armies, then these armies overlap and you're just able to add army after army after army to your max lab arsenal. Focus number 3 should be all of your elixir upgrades. That's your lab, the blacksmith, army camp, CC, spell factories, but interestingly enough, your barracks only to the level of troop that you want to use for whatever army you have chosen to focus on in the lab. Focus number 4 should be your dark elixir drills. Now, Town Hall 14 has some heavy DE requirements for upgrades, and at Town Hall 13, especially towards the end, I found myself slowly getting behind and not being able to have all 4 heroes down all the time because I didn't have enough dark elixir. So I've slowly started upgrading these DE collectors as I've had the opportunity to do so. Now, I would wait on your golden elixir collectors just because if you do enough farming, you shouldn't have any issues with those specific resources. But again, if you find yourself falling behind like I was with Dark Elixir, then focus on those mines, pumps, and drills in addition to the other upgrades that you are using and that you are upgrading. Focus number 5 should be your storages, specifically your DE storage. Now, I have ranked this higher on the priority list in the past, mainly because at the lower levels, you want to have access to as many resources as possible. Now, at Town Hall 14, we're soon going to be making a push to Legend League or High Titans for the ore, so doing everything you can to rush getting there so that you can gain more ore at this point is more important. And then last, number 6, should be your core defenses. That's your Town Hall Giga Weapon, that's your Eagle, Scatter Shots, Inferno Tower, Expos, and interestingly enough at Town Hall 14, that's your battle. Now that is what we have been focusing on, and also what we will be focusing on at Town Hall 14 if you are striving to strategic upgrade, strategic rush all the way to Town Hall 16. It is the fastest way to go from Town Hall 1 to Town Hall 16, and you will get there. Hopefully this guide is helpful, and hopefully the previous videos that we put out will also help you out. If so, let me know in the comments below what you think of this strategic rush and what you will be doing in your strategic rush. Make sure you smash that subscribe button to follow any future videos that we have about strategic rushing or any other topics. Until that next video, I am TipDog20. I'll see you then.